So you get to choose your thoughts. You get to choose your attitude. So let me give you an example of how you can change your attitude. How fast? How fast? In a heartbeat. Okay. So I want to tell you a couple of stories. One has to do with probably just about this week. It was before the first big show of the season, and I had one of my students in the arena, and normally I do private lessons, and normally maybe there's one other horse and rider in the arena, but we pretty much have the arena to ourselves. And there are never any loose dogs running around. It's very private, it's very quiet, there aren't a lot of people around. If there is another horse in the arena, everybody knows the rules of the road, pass left, hand left. So it's a week before the first big competition down here, and all of a sudden, all of the people from, as you know, it's horse farm down here, all of the people from the different horse farms were going and visiting their neighbors because they wanted their horses to get used to different venues. So suddenly our very quiet, controlled situation was like chaos. There were 5 or 6 horses in the arena, there were loose dogs, there were snowbirds who came down from New England who were hanging on the fence, you know, watching what was going on in the arena. The 5 or 6 horses in the arena, not all of their riders knew the rules of the road as far as passing left hand to left hand. So my student, as all of this was happening, was getting angrier and angrier that her private lesson time was being infringed on by all of these other people that have no right being there. And you know how sensitive your horses are. So the angrier she got, the worse she rode, the worse he went. The angrier she got, the worse she rode, the worse he went. And it was just like this downward cycle. So I watched this happen for a few minutes, and then I called her over, and I said, I want you to just think about this for a minute. Now that's the hand she was dealt that day. Just think about this for a second. When we go to the horse show, and you're in the warm-up, there are going to be people watching you. And you need to stay focused. You cannot be thinking, well, I wonder what they think about my horse, or I wonder what they think about my riding, which is what she was getting distracted by as far as the people that were on the rail. Probably going to be loose dogs, might even be a loose horse running through the warm-up. There are going to be a lot of people in the warm-up. They're not all going to pass left hand to left hand. We could not have custom designed this situation better if we had tried. This is a dress rehearsal. This is what you're going to be dealing with in a week. And now we get to practice without pressure because you don't have to go in and do a test. Isn't this awesome? So she's like, oh yeah. And then it became a game to her, how she could stay in her little cocoon of concentration and block out all those things that had been distracting her and making her angry. And the rest of her ride, the rest of her lesson was awesome. So what had changed? Nothing. There was still chaos, still all kinds of crazy things going on, but one thing had changed. What was it? Her attitude. You get to choose. There are very few things that we get to choose in this life, but we get to choose our attitude.